Chapter 1. Crossing the Golden Gate Strait. The Golden Gate Strait is in California. It lies between San Francisco and Marin County. In the early 1900s, people ferried across it. But ferries were slow. A bridge would make the trip much faster. The bridge would need to be strong. It would have to stand up against the Pacific Ocean's waves and currents. It would also have to withstand earthquakes. Lastly, it would need to be very long. Joseph Strauss and Charles Ellis were the lead engineers. They knew a suspension bridge could span the distance. Construction on the Golden Gate Bridge began on January 5, 1933. It would be 8,981 feet, 2,737 meters long. Its towers would be 746 feet, 227 meters tall. This would make it the longest and tallest bridge of its kind. Did you know? The Golden Gate Bridge was the longest suspension bridge in the world for 27 years. As of 2022, the longest was the Akashi-Kaikyo Bridge. It is in Japan. It is 12,831 feet, 3,911 meters long. Chapter 2. Building the Bridge. The towers are made of steel. So are the two main cables. They hold up the roadway. They are very strong, but they are light enough to bend in the wind. Two piers support the towers. The North Pier was built close to shore. The South Pier had to be set in deep water. Workers blasted a hole in the ocean floor. They poured concrete inside to hold the pier. Building the bridge was dangerous. High winds could blow workers off. They buckled onto safety lines. They also wore hard hats. A safety net was placed below them. It saved 19 workers who fell off the bridge. Irving Morrow was an architect on the project. He designed the towers. He chose the color orange. Why? This color stands out against the water and sky. It even stands out in thick fog. This way, boat captains could see it in any weather. What do you think? The U.S. Navy wanted to paint the bridge yellow and black. They thought these colors would be easier to see in fog. What color would you choose? Why? It took more than 4 years to build the bridge. It opened to pedestrians on May 27, 1937. Around 200,000 people crossed the bridge that day. The next day, the bridge opened to vehicles. Chapter 3. The Golden Gate Today. Today, workers check the bridge daily. Why? They want to make sure it is safe. Salty air from the ocean creates rust. Workers paint the bridge every year. The bridge is not just for vehicles. People walk and run across it. Others ride bikes. More than 100,000 vehicles cross the bridge each day. That is a lot of traffic. What do you think? Drivers must pay a toll to cross to San Francisco. This money pays to fix the bridge. Do you think this is fair? Why or why not? The Golden Gate Bridge is a symbol of San Francisco. It is one of the world's most famous bridges. Have you ever crossed it? Would you like to? Glossary. Architect. A person who designs buildings and supervises the way they are built. Currents. Movements of water in one direction. Earthquakes. Sudden, violent shakings of earth that may damage buildings and cause injuries. Engineers. People who are specially trained to design and build large structures. Ferried. Traveled across a body of water on a ferry boat. Pedestrians. People who travel on foot. Piers. Pillars that support a bridge. Rust. A flaky reddish-brown coating that forms on iron and steel when it is exposed to moist air. Strait. A narrow strip of water that connects two larger bodies of water. Suspension bridge. A bridge that hangs from cables or chains that are strung from towers. Symbol. An object that stands for, suggests, or represents something else. Toll. A charge or tax paid for using a highway, bridge, or tunnel.